I was saying, there's gonna be a mukbang about how I lost all the weight that I did, like during the time that I did. And then we got like a lot of different kinds of food. So we got Taco Bell, Popeyes, and Jack in the Box. So we got like a Crunchwrap Supreme, we got chalupa, fried chicken, and like, you know, like those munchie boxes. But anyways, yeah. So I went on Instagram and I asked people questions and like what they wanted to hear me talk about. So I'm just gonna start from there. And it wouldn't be like a fitness journey without my sister because she helped me through all of it pretty much. Okay, so to start, pretty much like a lot of my life I was kind of like chubby after for a while, and then I got like I gained like the most weight after I graduated high school because like I just finished swim and water polo, and I was just like eating a lot, you know, like when you're a senior you're like, oh, let's just go out with my friends. So I started eating a lot. I like got up to around like 180 pounds. So I was like 178 at my heaviest. So if you don't know, like I lost like around 45 pounds in total. So the way it started was that after I graduated, my sister would go to the gym all the time with her boyfriend because her boyfriend's like super into it. He's like even competed and stuff. But I was like, all right, fine. Like I'll go with you. But I didn't know it'd be so bad. So like I went one time with her and she was like, dude, like you're kind of getting like really big, you know, maybe you should come.
I didn't say that.
Like it was to that point. So then I decided like one day I was just like, fuck it, I'll just go with her. So then she brought me along and it was like terrible. Like we started off with like a leg day. Oh my God, like I cried. It was that bad. Like it was terrible. It wasn't because of her. It was just like I was so frustrated. I couldn't do it. I was like, this shit is heavy. I was like, I'm not having it at all. So she could tell you about her like fitness journey first while I eat. Like how she started too. So.
Oh, I just started because, I don't know, I just didn't feel that confident. And I think I got up to like 135 pounds, which normally I sit around like between 115 and 120. So I just wasn't feeling good myself and I wanted to hit the gym. So I just started going with Derek. And I started going alone after going to the gym with Derek. And then after that, I think after a while, Joyce came with me.
So after that, I just started going like consistently with her because I'm just kind of that person. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go all in. And then after like a month or two, like I started like really liking it, like the way your body feels. You feel really good about yourself after, just in terms of like not like you literally look better, but you just feel better because you feel like, oh, like you put in that work and you feel just like better overall.
And you feel a lot better when you see progress. And your body totally changes. I'm not saying you're gonna like grow like a humongous butt or anything, but your body changes overall.
Yeah, but so when we started, I started like meal prepping like right off the bat because she would meal prep. So we were eating like super boring things like chicken, broccoli, rice all the time. It was like so boring. And then my parents would be like, oh, do you want to go out to eat? And I loved going out to eat with my parents like back then, like eating noodles, dumplings, whatever. And I was like, no, I'm gonna stay home, eat my broccoli and chicken. So it took a lot out of me. Like it took, because I would go back then, I would go out to eat and just shove everything in my face. I had like the biggest appetite ever, which is why I got so big so fast. So like the lowest I ever got like hit weight was like 132. So I went from 178 to 132.
And she's like 5'6.5", 5'7".
So, and then a lot of people started noticing and like asking me like, oh my God, like how'd you do it? So that's why I'm making this video. But I did like, so I asked questions. One of them was, how long did it take for you to see progress? So like right off the bat, like, cause I went all in, I was like super into it. I started seeing progress relatively like fast. So like, it's always like the first 20 pounds that are like the easiest to lose. So like when I lost that, it was like I lost like a pound per week or 2 pounds per week, like pretty normally. Like that's how you should be doing it, like healthy wise. And the reason I want to come out with this video is because like I didn't do crash diets or anything. I feel like I'm like, now I just like want to live a healthier lifestyle, and I feel like I incorporated the gym into my life and I love it that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like I saw like, that's how I saw results. So then I would take pictures, which I'll put like somewhere. But yeah. Somebody asked about like my meal plans. Yeah, so in the beginning it was super, super boring. Like that's what we do every day, Monday through Friday. And then we'd have like a cheat day on the weekends. But like that's how it was. And then after, when me and Christy started getting more into it, we started finding like, we had a lot of fun finding like new recipes and new things to make. Like we make like noodle recipes or like
pasta, anything. You can find like a healthier alternative to everything. If you just look at the macros in the back.
Yeah, and I counted my macros like like strictly, like that's how I started.
You don't really need to do that, but you should really portion size.
Yeah, because literally like 70% of like losing weight is really changing your diet. Like a bad diet will, like you can't beat a bad diet, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Even though we're eating like a bunch of bad food.
Because we can now, because balance, you know? I'm just kidding. But this is so. Somebody asked me what keeps me motivated long term. I think like from the start. So it's been like 2.5 years for me going to the gym. But like what kept me motivated was just like seeing progress. Like when I saw myself doing better, it's like it made me want to keep going. And then I also like became more comfortable in my own skin, and just like in terms of like mentality, it just makes you feel better about yourself. Somebody asked me what my workout routine is. So when I first started, I went a lot, like 5 to 6 times a week. So our workout split is a little bit different now. My workout split now is like I go 4 times a week. So Monday, so I do like weightlifting pretty much only, but when I'm trying to lose more weight, I'll incorporate like cardio, and I did do cardio in the beginning. So on Mondays, we'll do legs, like we'll hit hamstrings and glutes, and then on Tuesday, we'll hit shoulders and triceps. Wednesdays, we'll hit back and biceps, and then on Thursdays, we'll hit like quads, like front, like legs again. So most girls do more legs, like in general.
Yeah, if you really want to see progress with your legs, you have to hit it 2 times. Like the only way I saw progress in my hamstrings was hitting a full hamstring day, because I'm not hamstring dominant whatsoever. So that really helps, and it helps with like targeting your glutes a lot more.
And if I hit a 5th day, it's like full body or something.
Yeah. Well, we used to hit like shoulders day, back day, and an arm day, but then I felt like my biceps were growing a little too much, so then I stopped doing that.
Somebody else asked what gave me extra motivation to push myself. I think it was like her, like I call her my swole mate, but we literally like went to the gym every day. I'm not saying that you need somebody to do that for yourself, like, but like even when we go to the gym, we don't talk. Like I'm in my own zone. I have my AirPods in. I'm like, can't hear broke. I'm like, you know, just do it. You gotta just be like all in, enjoy your workout. Like you gotta enjoy what you're doing. So you don't have to like weightlift or something, but you do need to find something that you like in terms of like, just like hard, like in like that'll like make your body like sweat, or like, you know, put in that extra work. So it's also like your diet, but like also incorporating some kind of exercise. Because I know like a lot of people that do like the biking. What is the biking called?
Oh my god.
Soul cycling?
I think it is, yes.
Like hot yoga. They'll like run marathons, just like whatever, you know. Swimming. I used to swim.
Yeah, you need to find what works for you.
And then there's somebody asked me, how do I feel after losing weight? I feel like right now I've been like the most comfortable in my own skin ever. Like back then I'd be so insecure, like so bad. And I never wanted to go out like in like, I would never wear like V-necks. I was like always like up to here. Even when I was in swim, I was really self-conscious all the time. So I feel like now like I'm like, I'm like cool doing this, and like I can wear a bikini when I go out like on vacation and stuff like that. So it's a lot about being comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah, it really, really helps in your confidence. Like you just feel overall just like better about yourself in general. You feel more comfortable wearing stuff, or I don't know. It changes the way you look at yourself.
It sounds like really cliche, but you really gotta love yourself before anybody loves you. Like that's at the end of the day. Like the reason why I like doing it so much is because it makes me feel better. Like I look at myself, I'm like, oh wow, I see progress. It's also like something you're working towards, and it makes you like something's always better when you put in that work. It feels a lot more accomplished. Like you feel more accomplished and stuff.
Yeah, because you really like you earned it.
Someone said, what did you do to get out of a plateau, if I've ever had one?
I feel like I'm in a plateau now.
Yeah, so when I first started was like I lost 20 pounds, whatever. And that was like around the time I turned 18. I started going to like events with her. So I think I was like going to EDC, and I was like determined to lose 15 pounds for EDC. So I lost 20 pounds, and that was like I went to my first event, which was Hard Summer. I remember I was like, oh shit, like I'm a bad B. I'm looking all good at Hard Summer. I wasn't even looking good. Anyways, And then I lost, so I worked really hard. Like I do cardio every day. I like worked out every day to lose weight for EDC, and I lost it. And I was like, wow, like I just did it. Like that's it. Like at the end, I was like, I did it. So I went to EDC. I felt really good about myself. I was like, ooh, I was like, sis, I'm looking good. And then after that, like we'll take a break. We'll still like meal prep and stuff.
Well, not really. We'll be a lot more.
But we definitely like this thing like made us more health conscious. Like we literally always make healthier alternatives, or we'll make healthier choices. Like when we go out to eat, we'll pick healthier options. And like now, like when I eat like super like really like greasy or oily food, I don't feel that good. Like you kind of like feel what it does to your body.
Yeah, and I literally used to drink boba and eat chips every single day, and I cut that out. So now it's like those things are treats. Like, if I want a boba, it'd be, like, once a week. It shouldn't be, well, for me, at least. I don't think it should be more than that. And in general, I just really cut out, like, a lot of sugary stuff. So, when I drink coffee, it's, like, black. And then all those things, it's like things that I actually enjoy now. Like, I prefer it. It's not like, oh, I have to do this. It's, like, I actually want to.
And then the thing is, like, we reward ourselves with boba, like, once a week. So, instead of having it, like 4 or 5 times a week like we were, I have like once on like Saturday or Sunday, and then we cut down the sugar on it, and then now you realize like how much sugar is in drinks now. Like, it scares me. Like I recently had like a caramel frap, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know how people drink this. Like it's so much. Like it's overwhelming. And I'm like a big person on like ice cream. Like I'll eat like a whole pint in one sitting. I like really learned how to like just balance like things, and you kind of enjoy food more that way.
You really do. I feel like we became such foodies because we have to meal prep and stuff. But meal prep doesn't have to be boring.
It really doesn't. Like, if you guys want a video about, like, meal recipes, I could totally come up with that.
And you don't have to stay away from carbs or anything. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, I can't eat rice. I can't eat pasta or bread. But it's not true. It's really just, like, portioning out, because restaurants really generally serve you, like, 3 to 4 servings. In one like plate, like Cheesecake Factory, it's like 3 to 4 servings. If you actually look like at portion sizes, it's a lot smaller. So that's what I think people should focus on.
And that's what it really taught me, like in terms of counting my macros. Like I put 1 serving, I was like, wow, I used to eat like 6 times this. Like it's ridiculous. I eat like a whole bowl of noodles. I get like the large, I'd finish it all. Yeah. So that makes a difference too. I think I could come out with another video if you guys want to hear more about like macro counting or like what works for your body, because everybody's body, like you need to consume a different amount of calories. Because when I first started, I was eating like Christy's calories, but she's like 5'4", and I'm 5'6.5". I'm like I was way thicker than her, so like you need to eat more, but I wasn't. So it wasn't like the healthiest option. I was like hungry all the time, but like when I like learned how to like eat like what's right for my body, it helped a lot. It was like a lot better, and it wasn't as hard.
And everyone enjoys different things. So me and Joyce will cook different meal preps because she likes to eat different things. So
and people ask me like, oh, when you meal prep, don't you get tired of it? But you don't have to meal prep the same thing every week. It was just easier for me because I was like working, going to school, and going to the gym like every day. I was just like, oh, I just pop it out of the fridge, put it in the microwave, and whatever is easier. But like Derek,
he'll cook different things every day. So if you have the time, you can just cook yourself. And then like these meals,
a lot of the meals have the same ingredients too. So you can just switch up like the sauce or like whatever, you know.
Yeah, and one of the best ways to like eat protein is like literally chicken breast, which I know gets boring, but you can cook it up in different ways that really just make it better. You should eat like a fist size of like protein per a meal.
Yeah.
And I think like eating good fats, because a lot of people think, I feel like a lot of people eat a lot of bad fats. Because if you think about it, all these things contain like so much fat.
And a lot of people try to go like keto diets and stuff. Those aren't like long-term things. Like you cannot do that for that long. It's really bad for your cholesterol.
I guess it's not as bad for you.
And then I've seen a lot of people I know go on crash diets. Like those, the thing is with those, like yes, you'll lose the weight, but you won't maintain it. Like because you'll be so hungry. You're like pushing your body to like its weakest point. And then after you're gonna be like, I'm gonna eat now. And that's why like I feel like this way was like the best way to do it. And I feel like it's like such a part of my life now that like it's in my day. Like if my friends are like, oh, can we go out? I'll fit the gym in the beginning of the day or something, so that I could go out them later. So.
And it's what really helps is just really having a balanced diet. Mm-hmm. Like, so what we do is like Monday through like Thursday or Friday sometimes, we'll eat healthy. We'll eat at home, meal prep, whatever. Because it's honestly easy for us because we work and stuff and we go to school. And then on the weekends, we allow ourselves to go out to eat. And that way it's just better to maintain your body. I mean, everyone has like different goals, so it depends on what you want to do.
So one thing I really wanted to go over was like why I like weightlifting, because my body is like really funny, like typical Asian body. So when I gained a lot of weight, it was all in my upper body. I had like the biggest stomach, like the smallest legs of life. Like my dad's legs are like so small. I'll put a picture in, dude. But I look like an ice cream cone. So like my legs, my size of my pants were like size 5. And right now they're like size 7. So like I don't even know. And then my upper body was like extra large. It did not make any sense to me. So and then I'd be swimming. I did not like it at all. And with weightlifting, you can like really shape your own body. So like you can work on like your glutes, or you can work on your shoulders, or like all those things, like really balance out your body. So now I feel like I just look like more normal.
Yeah. It really does change your body. And then like I too used to hold a lot of fat in my stomach. I still do, but like back then it was just a lot. That's where I hold it all. And now it balances out. So if I gain a little weight, it would go to my legs, my arms, my back, and my stomach. But back then it was literally just my stomach, just like the upper body area, which was not that cute, but.
And then I think I was like obsessed with having like a big butt and trying to be thick, you know, with 2 C's. But like at the end of the day, you just have to realize like, yes, you can work on it, and yes, but never obsess over it, because it's genetics. Your body is never going to be like Kim K. First of all, that's fake. Second of all, it's just not going to get like that. So you can definitely work on it. You can enjoy leg days. Like I love leg days. I feel like that's the days that I push myself the hardest. But don't like think about it all the time. Don't have it in the back of your mind like, oh, I just want to be thick. I just want to have a big ass. Like it's nothing. And at the end of the day, like nobody really cares. It's for you, and the way you're doing it, it's for you, you know.
But also, if you guys want some tips and stuff,
I could come up with another
comment
video.
down below, because Joyce has videos for that.
Yeah. This is the aftermath of what we have left. How do you feel?
Just a little tired.